Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, ready for a little corn liquor-inspired hootenanny as the Juglicks celebrate bringing a little fresh meat back for old Cousin Jedediah in XCOM 2. Yeah, we hauled a fresh Avatar corpse back for Cousin Jedediah, or not necessarily a corpse, I guess it's just inert, unconscious, and that's really gonna be pretty disappointing, I think, for Cousin Jed, because let's face it, Cousin Jed likes his subjects healthy and conscious. The reason Cousin Jed does what Cousin Jed does is to observe the reactions of his victims. He needs those subjects healthy. When you're going all jigsaw, getting all jigsaw-y, I guess would be the appropriate terminology, but when you're going for a jigsaw maneuver, audience participation, that's most of the experience. It's not just a big part of the experience, it's most of it. Got him down there in his little gravelly whiskey voice going, "Oh, you see, Mr. Avatar, your wife is about to have a very bad day. Right now, she's unaware the milk she's pouring onto her bowl of cereal has been laced with a lethal dose of strychnine. And the only way you can stop her from eating it, Mr. Avatar, is right through that door." And then the Avatar walks into the room and there's nothing but a table with a gun on it and Donnie Wahlberg's youngest son strapped to a stainless steel chair. And then the Avatar has to make the terrifying decision of which is more important, the life of the woman he loves or the life of Mark Wahlberg's brother's youngest child. He's got to decide. It's a tough decision whether or not his own happiness is more important than the happiness of the entire world, an entire generation of human beings. He's got to decide whether or not to deprive humanity of the untapped potential of an Xavier Wahlberg. A second generation of Wahlbergs, guys. We could get like the big hit 2, Transformers 18. If Donnie Wahlberg's son dies, these are things that will never happen. But the thing is none of that decision or that gripping 96 minutes of drama that we get out of the Avatar's crushing effort to try and decide, none of that happens if he's unconscious. It's just the Jigsaw sitting there eating a fucking bowl of cereal staring at the unconscious corpse of a guy in a weird suit. It's not nearly as entertaining. It's really not. We gotta milk every second of that tension so that we can create another installment in a series that just, at this point, kind of seems like it's really, really tired. I don't know, maybe what they're shooting for artistically is they're like trying to give the audience a double meta experience. They're really trying to ramp up the immersion, I guess, is what I'm looking for here. Yep, Avatar Project is going down 4. But they're trying to ramp up the immersion on the Saw series and making you sort of tired of seeing the same movie 7 times so that you sort of understand the weariness that Jigsaw himself is experiencing as he fights his illness. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Maybe they're just like, what do we do this time? I mean, last time we chopped off Carrie Elway's foot. How are we going to trump that? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, let's just jab knives in a guy's eye for 18 hours. What's this supposed to teach anybody about humanity? I don't know. Jigsaw's weird. Does it always have to be some kind of moral lesson or quandary? Why don't we just have him torture people? I mean, it's not like he's normal. Experimental weapon. I would have appreciated something other than another Shred Storm cannon. But it is what it is. That's fine. Let's continue this supply drop. I really would like another blaster launcher. I'm not going to lie. That's sort of what I was shooting for here. We do have plenty of supplies, though. I suppose we could just build a new one. Do I want to recruit new staff? No. We sort of have all the staff we really need. What are we doing in the Proving Ground? Anything? Absolutely nothing. So we wasted 2 days of Proving Ground time. But you know what? Brennan Doyle, that guy's been working hard. He's been down here slaving in this workshop for, I don't know, like 8 months straight? Something crazy like that. Dude deserved the day off. 1 Elerium core we have plenty of. 100 supplies, which we also have plenty of. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Just start work on another one.
I'll send word when the project is complete.
You're not going to get started right away, Lily. Why are you taking credit for Brennan Doyle's hard work? This is the man who's innovating. He's the one down here putting in the hours, sitting hunched, breathing the acrid fumes of solder as he sits at his desk and slowly takes those printed circuits and cobbles them into a weapon capable of unimaginable destruction. Don't take credit for his work, Lily. That's not cool. We need something to do. We got Intel, okay. Life Science, North America. What do we get out of this? Oh, alloys and Elerium crystals. We are going to prioritize that because we actually need those.
Avenger plotting new course.
Let's get on over there. What are we in, like, northern Quebec? Nah, this is more like Newfoundland, I guess. There's a battle site in Newfoundland. Some of these things are very cryptically named. Is this one of our old battle sites? Power coil shielded. Power coil shielded. The new room is now available for constructing a facility. We also have a bunch of engineers that are now available. Well, what are we going to do with them? I mean, we could build... Yeah, we can put stuff here. That's interesting. It won't even take power. So I guess we'll just assign a couple engineers here. No, oh, this is already excavated. Well, hell, we just have idle engineers then. What are we going to do with our engineers if we're not having them shovel debris? I'm at a loss. We got Denise Mason. All right, well, hold on a second. First off, Mason, let's get you over here, and we can, I guess, have you work on building this laboratory. That seems fine. What else do we want to do? Defense matrix? We should upgrade this. We are going to have to do another Avenger defense. We have insufficient power. We've got the 75 supplies, but no power. We can get more power if we just throw an engineer up here, though, right? Yeah, okay, well, let's just do that. Isabel McIntosh, congratulations. You've been upgraded from shoveling junk to poking blindly at a power control panel for the next 35 years as you slowly fade into obsolescence and wonder if you're going to get shit canned 2 years before you're eligible to draw your pension. Welcome to life in America. Ingrid Erickson, she's taken care of. I mean, they got great social welfare sort of systems in Scandinavia, so I think Ingrid's going to be okay. She doesn't really have to worry about the whole retirement gig. Defense turret stat has increased. Oh, they shoot better if we have an engineer involved. Okay, well, let's upgrade them to quad turrets, too, because why the shit not? All right, Erickson, you better be a crack shot. I'm going to be real disappointed if I go to fire one of those cannons on my base defense mission and it's got like a 50% chance to hit. I'm going to be real salty. It's what happens when you've got the elaborate social welfare structure that makes people not really that worried about their future. Be like, you know, I don't have to put in that good of an effort. I'm going to be okay. Don't have to maintain my sort of level of integrity until it's time for retirement. What if they fire me? Big deal. Really phoning it in those last 4 years, Ingridson. Ingridson? Erickson, Ingrid Erickson, Ingridson for portmanteau.
I assure you, it is well past the point of feeling pain.
Yeah, Dr. Tigan, by this point, I'm sure you already fucked the capacity for pain right out of it.
I'm sending you a new sequence now.
Oh, check out Lily bent over that console. Hey, baby, what's up?
Coordinates.
Never noticed it before. We got a great caboose on you there, Shen. What are you doing after this whole war thing's over? Wanna head down to the bar/memorial and maybe get a drink sometime? I'm buying. I mean, it's going to be Bradford's bathtub gin, so it's not going to be good, but at least it's cheap and plentiful. We could, what do you say? Maybe just get fucked up, throw a little Netflix on there on the monitor in the bar and chill a bit. Down for some Netflix and chill, girl? Let's say we just start drinking, see what happens.
Overriding my safety. Increasing power levels to Tigan. Sever the connection.
Yeah, we're probably going to blow up the Avenger again. Oh, well. You guys and your experiments, I really got to get somebody to... We need some oversight on you guys. We got to get some kind of supervisor or something to keep an eye on you two. Because you really get up to a lot of dangerous shit when you're left to your own devices.
Still, I believe I was one step ahead.
This is like a Dr. House and Dr. House with no Lisa Cuddy to rein them in. We got to get a dean of medicine down there to keep you guys in line.
Take some time to decide.
Trying to cure a dude with mouse bites? What the hell's that all about?
I don't think we're gonna be able to.
He needs mouse bites to live. No, nobody believes this house. That's just fucking crazy talk. So
So
crazy that it might work, Dr. Cameron.
Your approval, of course, Commander. I'd also suggest we look into those coordinates.
That's if I can reconstruct.
He's
the
pointing at
data
Lily's
lost
ass.
transfer.
Oh, Dr. Tigan's like, hell yeah, Commander. You want? You should definitely check out those coordinates. Let's go get some bathtub gin. I'll be right back. I'll get you guys a couple shot glasses, and I'm just going to step out and leave you two alone. See what happens. You definitely want to explore those coordinates, if you know what I'm talking about, Commander.
Commander, I've updated our current objectives based on the most recent...
Yeah, thanks for throwing another target thing on the minimap,
Codex
Bradford.
appears
That's
as an
real nice of you.
anomalous form in an almost constant state of flux, seemingly only present in our world for milliseconds at
Hey,
a time.
Tigan, weren't you
However,
supposed to be
it was
bringing back
apparently
gin
not
for
immune
my
to the
date
effects
with
of
Lily?
conventional weaponry,
No?
having dissipated before leaving.
But you were playing
behind
matchmaker,
this
man.
object.
It was going to be great. We were going to matchmaker, make me a match, catch me a catch, find me a find, whatnot. Would you just abandon the whole Streisand a bit? You're a fickle man, Dr. Tigan. Fickle man. All right, so what can we do here? If we do the encrypted data, that's when we get... That's what's going to cause us to get raided. We could recover the Advent Stasis suit. Sure, research this instead. That's fine. It takes 9 days. Do we have any other research that, like, merits researching, though? Yeah, I just want to see what's available. You know what? Fuck it. I don't even care at this point. Dr. Tigans, I can only be in one place at a time, man. That's it. It's one research project, and I fully devote myself to that particular project. I can't be distracted.
What we did find, something more reprehensible than I could have possibly imagined.
Is that a fact?
I'm
gonna go ahead and queue up another experimental powered weapon.
Refinement of human genetic material on an industrial scale. The aliens have crossed the boundaries of known science. Consequences be damned.
Really? Because genetic engineering is kind of a thing that we already do on a routine basis. So saying that they cross the grounds of known science really isn't appropriate, Dr. Tigan. They could be doing it on a heretofore unprecedented scale. We could say that. We immediately have to go to Operation Sweaty Feast. Bradford's, everybody, it's all matchmaker. Everybody wants to be, suddenly every single person is like, no, I'm determined to be the Barbara Streisand here. I'm going to make this thing between the commander and Lily. We're going to make this happen. We're going to make a sweet, sweaty feast with our beautiful, talented engineer and the commander, who is kind of a dick, but, you know, always seems to get the girl anyway. Fine. Oh, we must make contact with the local resistance in this region before we can investigate this location. Well, I mean, that's fine. I'll go check it out. We get around to it. First off, still, finish this battle site, though. I need the alloys and crystals more than I need much of anything else. We don't really care that this facility develops. It gets them a pip on the Avatar project. But we can just go undo that by simply flying down to Brazil and burning it down around their ears. Shouldn't it be burning it up around their ears? It's not like your ears are down on your body. If you're burning something down around someone's ears, it would be near the top of their head. And if they're in a fire, they could just duck and get underneath that and then sort of crawl to safety. You want to stay low in the event of fire. Is Optimus Prime telling me we did a good job? Nope, it's actually Operation Bone Slayer. Everybody's down with the Lily Shen thing. I'd be like, oh, let me tell you, that Lily Shen, that woman, she is a bone slayer, man. You will not be able to maintain an erection long under her tender administrations, because that girl, she knows how to get down. Baby will slay a bone. So we're going to pick up Dr. Binta Nwosu, engineer, and, well, we need another engineer, about like I need twin assholes, but 116 intel. What are we looking at? Andromedon, Muton, Gatekeeper, Elite Shield Bearer, Elite Lancer, Elite Trooper, Heavy Mech, Archon, Elite Officer, and a Codex. I'm gonna remember that you said there were 16 enemies on this mission, XCOM. I'm fucking counting this time because you're gonna be off. The one thing we know is that that estimate is never accurate. We keep the wolf pack? I think yes. Man, Ma Juglick and EL Juglick still both bucking for that final promotion. I think we could probably afford to spare the Tigress on this one, and let's get Jules back in the mix if Jules is available. Nope, she's still hurt. Do we want to try and roll with Grady the Goblin? We want to bring out the Gobbo? Let's take a look at the Gobbo. What abilities do you have? Oh man, you're real bad, Grady. You're like literally just a shotgun blast. We might as well give you a personal combat sim, because we have been sitting on a superior speed for a while. No reason to not throw that into the mix, I think. We had a Gatekeeper, Archons. We had pretty heavy levels of enemy aggression. You are a Phantom, though, so we could have you be our scout and then unlock the wolf pack early. The problem with that is we're trying to funnel you kills, and if we're using the wolf pack as our sniffer, you know, probably it's just not the right time. Does this mean Grady the Goblin is ever likely to get above Sergeant? Yeah, I mean, well, either we do it now or we never do it. That's the thing. Either Grady the Goblin goes now or we're just never going to make it with Grady the Goblin. You know what? I'm sorry, Grady. You're never going to make it, pal. That's it. At this point, we've decided. I'm just going to go with Judy Juglick. We've fallen into the final mix. The team that we have, this team is the team. The team is the team now. It's all good. We can't really get a lot of variance in at this point. We might throw somebody in favor of the Massey Ferguson, but the Massey Ferguson been doing a fantastic job lately. I'm hesitant to take him out of the rotation. Let's get this stupid mission underway. I've probably blathered far more than is good for me, and I'm sure that my date with Lily is just going to end in a catastrophic train wreck. Like 10 minutes into it, I'll have a drink in my face and she'll be storming out. Probably because I keep making references to exploring her coordinates. Don't want to really refer to your intendeds. assets as coordinates. That's all I'm saying. Be like, hey, baby, you wanna let me maybe check out your coordinates? She'd be like, no. I mean, I was sort of into you before, and I wouldn't have ruled out maybe a little potential intimate encounter, but keep calling them my coordinates, and that's just weird. It's kind of creeping me out. I'm just gonna go.
I don't think the Resistance would ask if it wasn't important.
Extract a VIP. The Resistance wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. They ask us for a lot of trivial shit, Bradford. Man, Judy Juglick, you been working out, girl? Your thighs look real beefy. What have you been doing, like a lot of squats? What's going on with that? It's, they're really bulked up. Apparently, Judy Juglick has started training for her after XCOM career. Everybody's got an eye to the future here. Judy Juglick's like, nah, I'm going to branch out and become the world's greatest MMA fighter, Pete. That's my goal. When this whole thing is over, Judy Juglick's taking the UFC by storm. I'm going to need powerful thighs, Pete. Not just for the UFC thing, just because, you know, powerful thighs are a fantastic asset in the bedroom as well. Judy Juglick, she's gonna be like the new Brock Lesnar, just a down-home farm girl who's decided that she's indomitable in the ring and in the sack. Well, that's all right though. I mean, we've still got total concealment soldier. We're gonna have the wolf pack go do his sniffing. Oh, Benta Nwosu is like right here with us from the beginning. All right, that's cool. Go check it out, Silas. You're like one of those weird spaceship guys in Chronicles of Riddick. One of the little guys who like flew around and sniffed stuff out in a weird sort of scenario that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Perfidious Pete, I didn't really understand what the hell that shit was supposed to be all about. Do we want to trigger this pod immediately? 12 units. Get a ways. You know, honestly, we don't really have that far to go for 12 turns, so I'm just going to assume we're going to be fighting immediately and for the entire duration of the mission. Maybe our best bet is to just spring this pod early, and I think that's how we're going to play this one. Or we could just spring it now, which I suppose does fall within a subset of early. Okay, well, that's it's not optimal, but we've got moves we can make. 83% on that guy. Hey, Judy, can you get a flank shot on that dude? Yes. And from elevation, and with the shotgun. Solid chance we take this guy out with one swift blow from the Tigress. Right to the dome piece, Judy. 96%. This is a kill if it hits. I'm confident in Judy Juglick. Yep, see? She's the odds-on Vegas favorite. When she comes up to fight Ronda Rousey, man, you gotta bet on Judy. That's all there is to it. You always bet on a Juglick. They're the Wesley Snipes of XCOM. With Wesley Snipes, you always bet on black, but with XCOM, you always bet on a Juglick. Most of his armor shredded, got him down to 6 health. I'm not worried about this guy. We're gonna have enough folks shooting at him. We're gonna have no trouble finishing him off. And when it comes to finishing a man off, Ma Juglick knows a thing or two about a thing or two. She can't get a guaranteed kill here. She would need to hit 78%. That's acceptable to me. She's getting 3 damage even if she misses. Ma Juglick delivers ass over tea kettle for the railing kill. Nice work, Ma Juglick. You did it. Not only did you do it, girl, you did it with style.
Absolutely.
Style, panache, verve even. Okay, Wolfpack, you know what? You're concealed. We've already blown 1 pod this turn. Let's have you head up here and continue your little scouting adventure. Great work sniffing out the last pod, by the way. Fantastic job on that one. Muton and Andromedon. Well, as long as we can set it up to only pop those two, we'll be in pretty good shape. Activa S, if we bring you up here, I mean, they definitely can't see you from up there. What if we bring you down here? Are you visible from this tile? That tile, yes. That tile, no. That tile, no. That tile, also no. I'd almost really rather have you in an elevated position. I don't think this is the type of pod that's likely to patrol, but if they do patrol this way, I'd really rather have you getting the extra shots. Tigress, you're not going anywhere. Oh, this is our engineer? Yeah, you're just gonna come over here. Tuck that head between the legs, girl. Well, you can't evac, but you can hunker down, that's fine. And we got EL, who's just going to drop into Overwatch. Judy Juglick's just got an implacable move that she can't do anything with. We're going to end our turn. Come this way, right into my little... Oh, this is it. Come on in to Perfidious Pete's House of Terror. Yep, that's pretty terrifying. How do you like that? 9 damage and shredded what little remains of your armor, which means Ma Juggler can... Well, that guy may just straight up die. We might not even have to shoot at him. Here comes the Massey Ferguson. Do a Massey. Do a Ferg. Nice shot. 3 shred, 6 damage. It's acceptable. The Massey Ferguson has really been spot on since we gave him the upgrade. Little ammo wasting whiff there, but that's okay. Oh, he's gonna panic because of the rage suit. Well, we definitely don't have to do anything to that man. He's on fire and panicked. He's gonna burn to death and die. And also possibly do some of our heavy lifting for us. Nope. He had no chance to hit. I mean, literally 0. Why even take the shot then? Seems like you'd have been better off to just hunker down or something. Well, he's pointing, he's calling him out at the muton. He's like, dude, why the fuck would you take that shot? You had no chance to hit me, bro. Even when you're panicked, I mean, I can understand doing something because you're in a bit of a panic, but they're stupid and then they're stupid. Do I want to use my chain shot here? Get 8 to 10 with 0% chance of critical. First off, let's get a little bit of 4-1-1 here. The problem is I'm not sure if we... I mean, we can see that unit, so we know where his detection tiles are, or theoretically we should know. Let's get Silas Juglick over here and see what our back end sort of looks like. I mean, I was checking out Lily Shen's back end earlier. Why can't I check out the back end of this mission? Am I right? It's all about me looking at your butt creepily. That's what we've come to learn from this playthrough. I'm gonna stare at you creepily and objectify you because I'm a scumbag. We've got this, and we can't really refresh our cooldowns, but if we're gonna burn a bunch of cooldowns, now would sort of be the time. And theoretically, based on where Silas is, I don't think there's a lot of danger of Judy Juglick popping another pod here. She's already out of concealment. I think we have her crash through this window, drop down here, take the shot, soften this guy up enough that we can get maybe a blue screen round action in on him and get the kill. Judy Juglick has a non-zero chance of pulling the kill here with a big enough crit. She's more likely to crit than hit.
Not even close.
Yep, that was definitely not even close. Judy, you're right. That was a terrible shot. All right, then. Now we're in a... Thanks for leaving us in a sort of untenable position. Well, only one thing to do, then. EL Juglick is going to destroy all of this shit. Are we doing this for any, like, cover destruction benefit? No, I really didn't want to, but I wanted to kind of save the consumable. This will reveal him, but more importantly, gets rid of that last little lingering bit of armor, and it's extra damage for Judy on top of this salvo, which means this pretty solid chance we get 12 out of this. There we go. Exactly what we needed. The old Jugster getting it done. Look down there. Did you guys see it? Cyrus Juglick. He's finally catching on. His face is on a billboard. Yeah, that's right, Pete. Old Silas. Well, I told you my debut comeback album wasn't really a comeback, of course, because the first one was actually launched by the good man, the man himself, Billy Ray. But my cover band, Pete, has finally caught on. The Cyrus Juglick experience. People are finally on board with what I'm putting down. And I gotta say, Pete, it's about damn time, because some gave all, Pete, and I've been giving it my all for the last 22 years, roughly. Let's see, was it that long ago? I guess not. It would be pretty close. It came out in, what, 1992? So, yeah. Oh, wait, it's been 24 years since that album came out. Wow, that's a little sobering dose of slap in the face right there. You're real old, Pete. Sometimes, see, when you get old, that kind of stuff happens more and more frequently. You'd be like, you know, because you don't really necessarily feel that much older. But then you realize, holy shit, you know, that album came out 22 years ago. This is a long damn time. I've been on this planet walking around now, like, way longer than it seems should be possible. Why did Ma Juglick not get to shoot? Okay, I was gonna say, Ma Juglick very definitely kills this muton, and we could let it burn to death, but I'd actually rather have Ma get the experience, because I'm looking to get experience for Ma Juglick. She shot him in the ankle through a wall. That's, I mean, that's some Wolfpack tactics right there, no doubt. Ma Juglick going for the hamstring maneuver. Not the choice I would have made. I probably would have just shot him in the head, but I mean, what do I know? You're a clan matriarch, been happily married for 65 years, given birth to innumerable children at this point. You're a way more successful life story than I am. And I think what we're going to do here is just take a turn. Look at that, Cyrus Juggler. There it is right there, his new album cover. Some Gave Some is what he called it. Well, you know, Pete, I couldn't call it Some Gave All because that one's been used. And I didn't want to call it Some Gave None because that just sort of seems like maybe I'm phoning it in and don't really give a single shit at all. So I called it Some Gave Some. I thought about just calling it I Gave Some because let's face it, it's not like there's a band or anything backing me. This is a solo effort entirely, Pete. All right, well, that's the entire universe full of bad guys. Well, it's a good thing they're not all clustered up around the extraction zone or anything, because that would have been irritating. Oh, good God. Let's take a look at the health totals we're looking at here. Just let's do a little basic mathematics here. So we got 3 Archons at 24 apiece. Nice, nice. 30 from our old friend, the Gatekeeper here. That's pretty sweet. So what are we looking at there? That's 102. Plus the Gatekeeper had escorts. I think he had about another 20. Let's call that conservatively. Let's just go ahead and call it 120 health, even though I know that's low. And then we had another roughly 30 over here. So we got 150 health worth of enemies. And I don't know how we're going to pop any of them without popping all of them. That's real shitty. It's real shitty. So we're definitely going to need a turn to rearm and reload here. We did use our chain shot too, which is very unfortunate. On the plus side, let's try and look at like the positives here. What do we have that's going to work to our advantage? Well, we will have elevation because we can set up to engage from the top of this building. So our team will have the height advantage going in. It's not a lot, but it is something. Tigress, how close can you get without being spotted? Is the question. Like, if we bring you down here, are you gonna get seen anywhere along this run? Because we're gonna kind of need you in close, girl. In fact, like, can you get closer, maybe? That still seems a little far away. You're already revealed, so we don't have to worry about popping your concealment or anything. Nope, you're spotted in that tile. But not in either of these tiles? That's gonna be about as close as she can get then. Do we get spotted in either of these tiles? No. Alright, let's just bring you over here then.
Moving out.
We're going to have to try and engineer a way for us to pop like one of these pods at a time, and then also engage those pods without triggering off even more pods. We'd like a chain reaction here. Where are my control rods, XCOM? This is what I need to know. Where is the neutron absorbing substance that I'm supposed to be able to jam into this particular reaction to stop the catastrophic chain of events from unfolding? You gotta give me, I don't know, like some borosilicate or something I can use in here. Something that really likes grabbing onto spare neutrons. Need a little help here. Not helping me out. Grandpa Festus, we're gonna get you up there. We're just gonna take a couple turns to set this up, because this is not really an engagement we can afford to make a mistake on. I have no idea what possible way Ma Juglik might be pathing to get to that point, so there is no way I can afford to do that. It looked like she was running straight forward, maybe climbing up a drain pipe. That's not going to fly, because during the middle of that drain pipe climb, Ma Juglik absolutely would got spotted by our foes, and that could have been a real ruinous deal. So the Activa S is all we got left. We just got to figure out where we can have him stand without getting spotted. And it seems like this is safe. It's pretty goddamn far away. They should not be able to see us from here. So let's just have the Activa S move forward, and then we're going to have him reload. It's very unlikely that those Archons will be patrolling, so we don't really have to worry about that. Bintu, I'm actually going to have you fall back. Get back over here. And tuck that head. You know the drill, Bintu. I just assume that, like, anybody who's potential XCOM defector understands that there is a default way things are done when you're on a covert operation with XCOM, and that the standard protocol is to just tuck your head between your legs and get ready to kiss your ass goodbye. There's actually more health in that pod than we thought. This is, again, though, a prime example of the wolf pack doing good work for us. If we had blundered into this blind without the wolf pack, we could have had some very catastrophically negative consequences here. This could have gone all of the wrong. Right. We got to save our Icarus armor. Don't know when we might need that. Ma Juglik, we're just going to bring you up here, and you're going to reload. And I realize we're on a bit of a time crunch here, but the closer we can get to the extraction zone, if everything possible goes pear-shaped, we will still have one out, and that we can just say, to hell with it, and then run. Just run like massive chicken shit sons of bitches. Overwatch for you. Activa S, you're just going to be overwatching. Judes, I mean, you're actually sort of pinned down at this point. We can't really do anything with you, and you are fully reloaded. So I think we just overwatch you. Bintu, go ahead and get ready to kiss that ass goodbye. Overwatch for the Wolfpack, and I think that's where we're going to wrap this one up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. And if you would like to hear the new #1 smash hit single from Cyrus Juglick's seminal debut album, can it be seminal and a debut, Pete? I say it can. Why the hell not? But from his seminal debut album, Some Gave Some, you might consider subscribing as well, because I make that joke pretty much every time I see, hear, or speak of Cyrus Juglick. What the fuck was that? Alright, well, you're going to panic because of the Icarus armor. That's doing some solid work for us. We're going to have to figure out how to deal with these Archons next turn. Shoot him in the back! There you go! Thanks for making it easy on me. Doing my work for me. That I sincerely appreciate, Mr. Archon. That was nice of you. That guy's really into Some Gave Some, too. He's like, man, if the XCOM project goes down, I'm never going to get to hear that album. I'm never going to get to download it on iTunes. I've got to do what I can to protect the future of my musical investment. Right now, though, this one's done. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.